A sleeping man was doused awake by cold water. Immediately, the instructor ordered him to gather alone on the training ground. But just as the man had run out of the dormitory, the instructor sprayed him with a high-pressure water gun. Then the instructor forcibly pushed his head into the water bucket, with the purpose of making him understand this is not a place for black people. In fact, Jack was a new recruit at the diving academy, but because of his skin color, he was discriminated against from the moment he arrived at the academy. The gatekeeper, seeing a black man reporting for duty, deliberately prevented him from entering the academy. Even the instructors ignored him after seeing he was black. So Jack could only stand at the academy's entrance from morning until dusk. Almost until nightfall. Only then did a kind instructor agree to let him enter the school. But the moment he entered, a white student spat at him and let him get out of school. Even worse, when Jack arrived at the dormitory, not a single person was willing to share a room with him.
No disrespect to the president, but I don't bunk with niggas.
One day, 2 team members had an accident while repairing a boat. One member's oxygen tube was accidentally entangled by the boat's hull. Another teammate rushed to rescue his companion, but at that moment, the hull suddenly slipped. To save himself, the rescuing teammate fled from underwater. Helplessly, the instructor decided to personally dive and rescue the student. But at this point, Jack stopped the instructor, only because the instructor had previously suffered a lung injury.
I'm ready, let me go.
Eventually, Jack rescued the teammate without incident. Afterward, the school commended the rescue, but unexpectedly, the person praised was the deserter. This once again made Jack realize everyone's prejudice against him. Soon, the academy's final evaluation began, and the test content was: assembling parts underwater would count as passing. When everyone had dove underwater, toolkits were quickly distributed to their hands. Only Jack had not received his kit. To prevent Jack from passing the exam, the commander signaled the instructor to slice Jack's toolkit, then pass it to him. When Jack saw the tools, the parts were already scattered everywhere. Soon, all students completed their assessment, but Jack was still searching for parts underwater. 9 hours later, Jack, who had collected all parts, finally began assembling. The freezing river water chilled him to the bone. When the instructor learned Jack was still assembling underwater, he advised Carl to give up on the assessment.
Give it up, Cookie. You go into shock down there, you might not wake up.
As time passed, minute by minute, just as the instructor was about to pull him out, Jack emerged from the water. He had successfully completed the assessment, but he was also shivering from the cold. When he looked at the instructor, his stubborn eyes revealed an undefeated spirit. From that moment, the instructor gained a new understanding of the black man before him. Jack ultimately graduated, becoming a diver. This story tells us, if you are willing to work hard, no one's prejudice can defeat you.